to episode 2 of CastAway's kitchen. And rather controversially, I'm already in someone else's kitchen. Because in fact, I'm house sitting for my mum, and she's gone out and bought the ingredients for today's dish, which is a shepherd's pie. Now I just want to say a quick thank you to my mum for getting these ingredients, especially since she rang me up when she went shopping from the supermarket and said there was no lamb mince. And I said, alright, get beef mince, I'll make a cottage pie instead, because they're basically the same dish. And then when I went and checked what ingredients she bought, I noticed this is a lamb. However, my mum does her shopping in Asda, and this is from Tesco's. So she went out of the way and got me some lamb. But you'll also need this. This is quite a basic dish. You can add stuff, take stuff out. I've got 2 carrots, 1 onion, a leek, some potatoes, cheese, tomato puree, and to make the mash, obviously you're using the potatoes, but I, rather than use butter, I use Philadelphia with chives. Other spreads are available. And to make sure I get up to no mischief, I've got Katie behind me, overseeing all the proceedings. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to peel the potatoes and chop them up and start to boil them up in some salted water so I can make my mash. So the potatoes now peeled, but I've made the observation that my peeler is definitely a lot better than my mum's. So just the carrots to go. But first, of course, I'm going to chop up the potatoes, throw them into the now boiling water and let them soften up for a while. So there are the potatoes nicely chopped. We're going to take these and I'm going to put the potatoes in here, for which I think I need both hands. And there are the potatoes, make sure it's all submerged. The water should come back up to the boil and then that should start softening them. So while that's happening, I'm just going to chop up the veg and throw that into a pan to soften out too. So they're all the vegetables I'm using. I'm just going to put in a dab of oil in there. Bring that onto this one, which is on a low heat. And simply push all this in. Again, I may need both hands. So it's in there, the oil started to heat up. I'm just going to give this, mix it up, make sure everything gets coated. And once I'm giving it a nice stir, keep stirring it a while, keep checking on the potatoes, see how they're going, and maybe intermittently checking on the cats. Okay, so this has been going for about 10 minutes. So what I think is ready to add the meat
So I'm going to add the lamb, just breaking it up a bit as I go. Give that a jolly good stir. Did I just say jolly good? Christ, I hate myself sometimes. Do you like lamb, Katie? Do you? Now I'm thinking I probably should have used a slightly larger pan for this bit. I can't really stir with one hand because the pan keeps moving. I should have used the pan I've got the potatoes in for this, and then one of the bigger pans for the potatoes. Potatoes are probably could have been in that pan, to be honest. There's more than enough room. Best laid plans of mice and men. Or even cats in this occasion. Right, Katie? She doesn't care. Okay, the lamb has nicely browned off. So I'm just going to add about a tablespoon of tomato puree, a stock cube, and about a quarter of a pint of water. And we'll stir all that in. Again, I'll do it better once I've got both hands. Okay, so I've given that a nice stir. I'm now going to cover that, leaving a little gap, let that simmer, and focus on the potatoes. Just see if these are soft enough yet. Well, that's quite soft. Yeah, they're quite soft now. So, let's take the potatoes. Jesus, that handle's hot. That's a plastic handle as well. Right. Let's wear a glove. Take those potatoes. So I'll strain the potatoes into here. I'm going to place it back into the same pan. Saves them washing up, you see. Apologise for the suds, I've been washing as I go. That's sufficiently cooled down now. Now my mum does own a potato masher, but I much prefer just to use a fork. So as you can see, this does, it all mashes up nice and easily. So I'll quickly get all this mashed up, and then I'll add the Philadelphia and mix it in. Okay, that has mashed up. I am now going to add my Philadelphia and chive. Just for context, it's not a massive amount of Philadelphia and chive. Well, I suppose that depends on your own personal opinion. I don't think it's a massive amount. And now we get that nicely mixed up. And that's how the mash looks. It's got a nice gooey consistency. You know, there's some body to it, but there's still plenty of moisture in there, which you need because of course it is going to dry out further once we put it on top of the rest of the recipe and bang it in the oven. And now we've done the mash. Let's have a look at this. That's bubbling away nicely. And that, to me, looks ready to go into the baking dish. Okay, that's my baking dish. There is the meat part of the cottage pie, and there's the potatoes. So, here is a ladle. So basically, I'm just going to put all this into there without trying to make too much mess, because I don't want to tidy up too much. So for that purposes, I'm going to put the camera away because I've already spilt a load down there. So there's the meat nicely in the base of this baking tray. And now I'm just going to spoon in all the potato. Again, I need both hands for this. So now most potatoes out, obviously you want to get a nice even coverage over the dish. So spread it out. So there it is, nicely done, and I've done little grooves with the fork to give it a bit of texture when it goes in the oven. The oven's been preheated at 200 degrees C. I'm going to put it in there for 20 minutes initially, and we'll see how things go. Now at this point I have a bit of time to kill. So if, like me, you have access to a laser pointer and a kitten, prepare for fun! Okay, that's enough kitty fun. Let's have a look in here. That's fogged up the lens. So that's how it's looking now. Not quite finished yet. But before I put it back in, we're just going to sprinkle on a bit of cheese. Now this is cheddar cheese, extra mature, and is apparently sourced from a local farm. That's what the packet said anyway. So now we've put on this cheese, trying to get nice coverage. Should be enough. I can eat the rest myself. That goes back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Maybe a bit more cat time. Okay, let's see how this has turned out. So there you go, you can see the potato and the rest of the layer. And here it is from the top. I've made it a bit better than this before. But, you know, it's edible, so that's all you can ask for. And on that note, thanks for watching. Goodbye. So, Fingal, what do you make of my cooking? You don't care either, do you?